Her and her team the last few years. They opened up February the 11th at home against South Florida at 2:30. Coach, give us a preview.
Hi. First off, good luck to men's and women's basketball as they continue on their season. If you have not come out to watch them play, you should. Both programs are a lot of fun to watch. A preview of our season. We open a week from tomorrow. We open with USF at home, and then we travel on the road to Virginia Tech. It's always hard to kind of see what your season is going to be until you play somebody other than yourselves for a really long time. So, we lost some key pieces to our program last year, and hoping we have players on our team that will step into those roles.
And then I know last year you guys made the tournament. You mentioned you lost some key pieces, but what do you want to see out of your team in those first few games? Because you mentioned you've only played yourselves so far, but what's some of the biggest things you're looking to see from your team right now?
I think it's always, as a coach, you want to see who's going to step up, who's going to step into that role. And, for example, Gabby DiVirgilio, who's our GA coach this year, went from 36 points her junior year to 98 points her senior year. So a big jump. So you kind of look at on our team who that's going to be. Is it a goalie in the cage? Is it a defender, a midfielder, someone on the draw, another attacker, and different parts to that. I think what's different about our team this year is we have a lot more returning players and kind of finding the right mix to see what we can do. We're very fast. Very athletic, so we're going to try to use our speed in our game and try to get some easy buckets like running the floor and hitting layups in basketball.
And I know you guys were picked as the Big South preseason favorites, as Rick said, but it's a close league. There's a lot of really good teams, and how are you guys looking to distinguish yourselves and rise to the top of it?
Yeah, we take one game at a time. I mean, we certainly go into the season looking to be Big South champs again. We do play in the Big South for lacrosse, and other programs are trying to shore up their teams to try to knock us off the top. High Point brought in 7 transfer kids this year in an effort to do that. So we don't look too far ahead. We do kind of take it one game at a time. I think we try to schedule a pretty tough non-conference schedule because we want to challenge our team at the beginning of the season so that we can, adapt and grow so that when it comes to conference at the end of March that we're ready. We're ready for those games because everybody's trying to knock us off. We used to be the hunting, we used to be the team that was hunting everybody else, and now we're in the front and everybody's chasing us, which is a nice change, but it's a little bit, it's just different for us. So we take it one game at a time. We know everybody, in our conference is going to try to have their best game on that day, and we work to make sure that doesn't happen.
I believe this is now year 10 for you at Mercer, is that correct?
This is my 9th season, so it's the 10th season of the program, but it's my 9th season.
And what have you noticed across this last decade or so of lacrosse here in Middle Georgia?
I think what's been exciting as a coach is most people had not heard of Mercer lacrosse at all. And even when I go out in the community, people are like, oh yeah, lacrosse, like they've at least heard of it now. When I first got here, nobody knew what that was. So I think it's been nice to see that in our school community and the greater community, a little bit more knowledge of the sport, trying to get people to come out and watch it. It's like basketball, but on a bigger field. Try to find those connections for people so they can come and enjoy it. For our program specifically, I think you stand on the shoulders of those who come before you. A lot of those players that really helped build this program to where it is helps us get better recruits. We have kids from all over the country on our team, and that's exciting. It's exciting to see that kind of next jump in who we compete for recruits with has changed dramatically during that time.
I know it's you just said you've only been playing yourself so far, correct? But in that limited field, who team has surprised you the most? Who have you been just kind of wowed by going into this year? Do you have any names?
I think it's still a little early to kind of see who's surprised. I could tell you that in like 2 weeks. We'll kind of see, because sometimes someone surprises you in practice, but they, aren't gamers. But we have some players on our team they have a game version of themselves, which is great. I'd rather it be that way. And they just really step up and play lights out on game day. And so, I'm excited, all coaches that are about to start season, you just want to play somebody else to kind of see, okay, I think we're good, but, how do we match up, against these, and for us, we don't have an easy team, we don't do a scrimmage, we don't do an easy game, we just jump right in, so, we don't have, we only get 17 games, so want to try to maximize all of that with our scheduling.